Hello, everybody. Hey, and welcome to your next episode of JA Today. I'm your host, Super Bowl champion, Ellis Wyms. Now, it's always really cool when we get a chance to kind of talk to some of the community partners that help drive our JA initiatives forward. And today, we have very, very special guests with us that have supported our programs tremendously. From Veritex Community Bank, we have Jon Heine, president of the Houston Veritex Bank. And we have Ms. Courtney Taylor, our vice president of community relations here in Houston at Veritex Bank. How you guys are doing?
Doing well. Thank you.
Doing great, Ellis. Great to be with you.
It's great to have you guys on. Again, it's always great to talk to our partners. Now, Jon, I'll start with you. Just tell us, who is Veritex Community Bank?
You bet. Thanks again, Ellis. So Veritex is a founder-led bank that started in 2010. The founder of our bank is still the chairman and CEO. Our bank has been on a rapid kind of growth pattern in the state of Texas, and we're now the 10th largest bank headquartered in the state of Texas. So if you think about the growth of that over what is a 12-year period, it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of working with communities and working with people and building talent and all the fun things with building kind of a small business, right, into a regional bank that can support the communities we serve. So we have one founding principle, and that's we operate under the golden rule. We treat others as we want to be treated. We have a foundation in truth and transparency. It's our tagline. It's our motto. We live by it in how we operate with people, both our clients, our colleagues, and people within the community.
Right, and again, it's always great to hear those stories because, again, living here in Texas, the one thing about Texas is opportunity is here. Like, you can live the American dream here in Texas, and you can start something and grow it into something amazing. So I love hearing those stories and having those stories because those are the type of stories that we want to inspire our students at JA. So, that's why having companies like Veritex be a part of what we do at JA is so amazing. And again, top 10 in the state of Texas. There's nothing to shake a stick at. Texas is amazing. And we got a lot of invaders from California coming out here, planting themselves here in the state of Texas. So congrats on that success on growing the business the way you guys have. Now, Courtney, again, you're vice president of community relations there at Veritex Community Bank here in Houston. So tell us a little bit about your role with community relations there.
So I say I'm not the traditional banker, right? I'm the one in the bank that gets to have all the fun, and I get a chance to go out into our different communities in the Houston area as well as the Dallas and Fort Worth area and get our bankers involved in some different community projects. And so we do a variety of things around affordable housing, economic development, revitalization, and of course, financial literacy. So I partner with so many different nonprofit organizations out there, and we are supporting them through our volunteerism and partnership. We are supporting them through financial dollars and making sure that, their programs are still able to go and they're flourishing, right? And so we just have a good time in supporting the different communities that we live in, that we play in. And so us as Veritex, as being a community bank, it's important for us to give back. And so that's my job. I get a chance to partner with those wonderful organizations like Junior Achievement, where we work with you all on a variety of different areas. So it's always fun. It's never a dull day in the work that I get a chance to do.
Yeah, and it's always great to get a chance to talk to people who are out there doing the work. Again, you hear so much negativity about things that are happening in different communities, things that are happening in education, but there's so many amazing things that are happening. And again, with partners like Veritex and people like Veritex who make it a priority, not just to make money and serve their customers, but make it a point to create like real programs to give back and connect with real programs that give back. Again, I like to make sure we highlight those stories, the positivity and the great things that are happening in the children we're inspiring every day. So again, it's great to have you on. So Jon, over 20 years of experience in banking. And for you, I think you would say it's pretty cool when you have smart customers to kind of understand what they're doing when they walk into your bank. So your customers are your partners, in managing their finances, managing their business, whatever they have. So it's great to have customers who kind of know what they're doing and know what they're talking about, so you can have intelligent conversations. So why would you say that financial literacy, again, is so important for a bank like Veritex to be a champion, of financial literacy?
Yeah, so it's a great question, and when I'll go back 20 years, when I started in banking, one of the first things I did was teach a fourth grade course with junior achievement at one of the schools in Southern California that I was associated with. And throughout the last 20 years, I've watched not only JA grow, but also the conversations that we have today with the schools and the individuals around junior achievement are no different than 20 years ago. I would walk into that classroom, Ellis, and I would teach them about what I do. And I do the same with my 3 young children. They ask me, Dad, what do you do for a living? My friend's dad is this. My friend's dad is a Super Bowl champion. Here's the difference. I help, and here's what I try and tell people. I help people turn $1 bills into $10 bills, right? I'm helping people grow their businesses. I'm helping them build a business. I'm helping them manage their own money and their finances. And I'm not here to turn them into, $100 bills, right? That's not what our job is. That's up to the customer. For me, it's about enabling them with capital, with treasury products, with deposits to be able to do that. And so if I don't teach financial literacy, and I'm not a proponent of financial literacy, and I'm in the banking business, how do I expect the people to build upon what Courtney and I are doing and others in the banking community in the future? You got to build that talent at the youngest levels. And of course, I'm pushing on my kids all the time about how important finances are. They've got little ATM machines in their rooms. They have their own bank accounts that they set up and they manage, because it's so important to understand how to manage your finances. And it applies across all industries and across all professions. It doesn't matter what profession you go into ultimately. You have to be able to manage those finances. You have to be able to know how to pay your taxes, right? You have to be able to know all the things that a business person and a citizen needs to know. And it starts at the foundation in programs like Junior Achievement.
Absolutely. Again, I have 3 young kids myself. And again, I tell the story, a lot of times, again, playing NFL football, you come into that opportunity very, very young. And I remember that was a 6th round pick. I got like a $60,000 signing bonus. So I'm expecting to get $60,000, right? So I get my pay stub, and I'm like, who is FICA? Like, why does FICA get 20 grand? Right? Like, what's going on? I'm 21 years old, right? And so I'm like, who is FICA? And I had no idea. And like most people, you go through school, you go through that whole experience with school, and you don't really get a chance to learn about money. So again, it's great to have people like you who are not only in the industry, but really understand the importance of having people prepared and understanding, like, what does it look like to manage your money day in and day out. And so, again, that's really, really awesome. And it's great to know you've had that experience and done that for 20 years. That's great to know. So Courtney, again, you've worked a lot with JA, and so you have an intimate knowledge of what that looks like. Why would you say that Junior Achievement is an ideal community partner for Veritex Bank?
Ideal. Jon said it most a minute ago. Banking, financial literacy. The fact that JA focuses on that financial literacy for the youth, and it really sets that foundation, is really why you all are an ideal partner. I mean, I know I can go into a classroom full of 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders, whatever the case may be, and they're learning about the foundations of money at such an early age that by the time it's time to open that bank account or to get that first job, whatever the case may be, they already have some of the knowledge around that, right, and coming into the banking world. So just ideal. I loved a lot of the programs that JA has. We've been partnering with them for about 5 years now in a variety of different ways. So it's been an absolute just wonderful time just working with you all over the past 5 years in a variety of the different programs, from the Starting Your Financial Future to JA conferences to their entrepreneurial programs, and really working with that youth where they're learning about how to start a business and what that may look like, and that teamwork that goes into that, right? And managing the financials. And so it's been interesting to really see the students turn into not just high school students, but they're entrepreneurs. And I'm thinking of, wow, if so many kids had access to these resources now, where would a lot of folks be at, right? And I just love the fact that, like, a couple of weeks ago, we did a conference where we talked about just what you said a minute ago. You got that paycheck and you were like, what is this coming out of my check, right? We talked about what net income is versus gross income and what does that look like? And, you know, looking at the different deductions. And I'm asking them, how many of y'all have a job? Or we're talking about purchasing your first vehicle and what that may look like and what goes into that. So having those real life conversations at an early age is really going to set them up for success, you know, down the line. So it's been a great partnership. It's been a great 5 years, and I know it will continue on. So.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I've been like super impressed with a lot of these kids that come through our programs.
Yes.
Like some of the kids in the JA company program that are young entrepreneurs, like I've been like, dude, I would hire you now.
Yes,
like,
yes,
you know,
yes.
like 16, 17 years old, and they're just really, really sharp in the programs. You can kind of see them really grow and learn and take the information and go with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they are top notch. They are top notch. And I'm just happy that we've had an opportunity to work with so many wonderful young people, because we know that they are going to do some big things as they continue to get older. And I always tell them, don't forget about Veritex. That you can park your money here with us. So
yeah. Park their money there. You guys have a built-in labor pool of great people that you already kind of know what they know and kind of how sharp they are. Again, I've been super impressed with our kids. And again, but that goes back to, you know, Veritex and you guys supporting our programs and giving us an opportunity, not only, you know, financially, but those kids having access to you guys, because you guys are in the industry. You know what it looks like. You know what it means to work for a company like Veritex. And you get a chance to impart that wisdom onto our students. So not just from a financial standpoint, again, that's why I'm always excited to talk to our partners, because you guys' life experience and job experience means so much to our students, and to give them an opportunity to have insight that they wouldn't get otherwise unless they got an opportunity to meet you guys. Right. So you know that's all. You know that's why I love our partners, and I'm always grateful to meet with you guys. So so a little bit off the cuff here. You guys football fans?
You bet.
Yeah.
All right. So John, college pro, what's your team?
So you know, my wife's a Longhorn. I'm a Red Raider, but you know, Pat Mahomes is my guy.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a fan of all football, but if you had to pick a team, I kind of split my time with the Longhorns and with the Red Raiders. I was also born in Austin, so I kind of have a little of that in me, in my DNA to begin with. But those are my two teams, mostly college. Of course, I'm gonna root for the local pro team here, regardless of record.
That's been hard to root for lately, but we're hoping D'Amico Ryans and the new coach can come in and give Houston something to root for. Again, I played 8 years, and one of the things I kind of noticed as a player is when we won, the energy and the vibe in the city was different. When we lost, the energy and the vibe in the city was kind of I would get free dinners when we won. Like when we lost, like I'm getting that check. It is not getting comped when we lost, especially when we were losing lots of games. I got no comp dinners. When we were winning, I never paid for food. So and I got this on you again. My Bucks dominated Patrick Mahomes in that last Super Bowl. So you know, I can always carry, even though he's like maybe the greatest player to ever live. Right, I always got that on him. Courtney, what's your team?
So I'll go and say I'll root for the home team. I'll root for the Texans, but I really like the Saints. I've always liked the Saints for the past. The Saints. The Saints. Don't do that, Ellis. The Saints. The Saints.
Okay.
The Saints. I do like the Saints. I love the energy. I feel like the energy, that New Orleans flavor. I like the Saints. So
well, I was in the conference with those guys for 6 years, so we had a lot of battles. That's 12 games against the Saints. And I will say, they were a conference rival, but I always loved going to New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie. I was going to go get me some oysters. I was always a little overweight after that road trip. Like another game, 2 or 3 pounds coach.
It's easy for that city, right?
Yeah. Oh man, it's good. Yeah, I definitely go get me some grilled oysters. Love the city, hate the Saints. So I'll let you make it there.
Thank you. Let me make it, Ellis. Please.
Yeah, I'll let you make it there. So Jon, if you could tell us a little bit, just about you guys have a partnership with Ryan Presley, World Championship pitcher with the Astros.
Yep.
You guys have a partnership, Strikeout for Financial Literacy. Tell us a little bit about that.
You bet. Now, talk about a winning team in Houston. That's a winning team in Houston. And yes, and we're riding the hot hand here. So I am a big baseball fan, have been, and we were just so fortunate that we found someone on the Astros that really shared the same appreciation and the same mission for financial literacy. And that's Ryan Presley and his wife, Kat, who really kind of came to us, to be honest, to say, hey, financial literacy is something that is close to my heart. It's close to my heart because I grew up this way, and I know the importance of it. I've watched people go down the wrong path, and he's a 10-year veteran of the industry of baseball, right? So he'll tell you, I'm the later into my career, so I've lived through it. I know this business, and he said, I can't tell you how important it is to teach America's youth, regardless of what job you have, what career path you choose, the basics of financial literacy. I mean, he made the statement to me, knowing how to pay your taxes, as simple as that. Things that you may take for granted. He really believes strongly, and his wife believes strongly, and this is really important to pass along to our youth. And so when I heard that, and Courtney and Patty heard that, I said, man, we have a great partnership with the Astros already, and we're big fans of baseball. Let's find a way to work together. And so what we came up with is a strikeout promotion where for every strikeout that Ryan Presley has for the entire season, we're going to donate $100 to Junior Achievement. He and his wife are going to match it, and we're going to present it at the end of the year. If you did the math on strikeouts last year, I think he had in the neighborhood of 67, 70. We asked him to get to 100 so we can donate. And his comment to me was, in my business, all I care about are outs. Like, if I get him striking out or grounding out, I don't really care. I said, well, Ryan, for this one, we really need some strikeouts.
Not ground outs, not pop flies. We need some strikeouts.
We need some strikeouts. We're really excited about it. And he's off to a good start. He's already got a couple in the bag, and we're looking forward to keeping our clients and colleagues updated as we go through this season-long kind of strikeout promotion and being able to deliver a big check to Junior Achievement at the end of this.
Yep.
Well, and hopefully we can get some more companies to be involved, to be able to kind of match and be involved with this. Again, it's a great way to support a great cause, but also have some fun. I mean, the Astros have been the one saving grace here in the city of Houston the past couple of years. So we want to keep riding that train. And, kudos to Ryan for, again, having a heart to care and give back. I mean, financial literacy strengthens the fabric of our community, strengthens the fabric of our nation. The smarter consumers, the smarter investors we have with our youth, the stronger we'll be as a nation. So kudos and great job by Ryan. And it's great that you guys are doing what you're doing. And again, we'll keep an eye on Ryan. Thank you guys so much for how you support Junior Achievement. Again, we are truly grateful to have you guys as a partner. Everything aligned, everything matches up, and your guys' energy, your vision, your passion, and your love for our youth really comes through. So again, we are grateful and thank you so much. Again, we'll have links to the Strikeout for Financial Literacy in the notes for this podcast. So go and check it out, support it if you can. Again, thank you guys for joining us. That's another episode of JA Today. Again, I'm your host, Ellis Wyms. Thank you to Jon. Thank you to Courtney. You guys have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellis.